Inspired by Rick Hansen's Man in Motion World Tour, it is an important week to recognize how far we have come and reflect on how we can become a better, more inclusive and more accessible Canada. The 2025 National Accessibility Week takes place from May 25th to May 31st. And here with more is the founder of Above and Beyond, Anthony Frisina. Anthony, good morning.
Good morning, Rick. How are you?
I'm fantastic. National Accessibility Week, tell us about it. What happens?
Yeah, so spearheaded by Rick Hansen's Man in Motion World Tour, National Accessibility Week is about cultivating change, promoting accessibility, community change makers, and inspiring the change that really needs to be made to make Hamilton and the country as a whole more accessible and more inclusive.
So what can people do to foster that change and get other people to talk about this as well?
Well, with Above and Beyond, we value the importance of the lived experience. Valuing the importance of how lived experience could be an important piece to creating a more accessible and inclusive society. Whether the disability is visible or invisible, cultivating that change is really what's important today.
Now, during this week, there's also Red Shirt Day. Tell us about Red Shirt Day and what is the significance?
Yeah, Red Shirt Day is through Easter Seals. Began in 2019 as we inspire wearing red shirts on Wednesday, May 28th, to be in solidarity for people with disabilities and showing their support for people with disabilities.
And that continues the conversation. And what should people be talking about, not only on Red Shirt Day, but National Accessibility Week?
I think one of the biggest things that we talk about is focusing on an attitude shift. When you've met one person with a disability, you've met one person with a disability, and utilizing the stories that we have here in Hamilton, where the percentage of people with disabilities is 27.7%, which is greater than the national average. So we have an abundance of talent that may be overlooked or overshadowed, but having our voices heard, respected, and our stories brought to the forefront will hope lead us to that change.
What are some of the things that people don't think about when it comes to accessibility?
I think a lot of it is perception. The thought process of thinking cost over investment, and understanding that the bottom line, that when we put the investment forward, will impact society as a whole. You're
hosting the Hamilton Disability Challenge on Friday, May the 30th. What is happening on that day?
Yeah, Friday, May the 30th at Newlands Park at Lynbrook Drive. We are having the community come by and visit us and navigate the community within that area, utilizing a wheelchair, utilizing and seeing things from a different perspective that they would otherwise see, and hopefully inspire that change. This is all in support of All Abilities All Stars, which is an organization with support from Autism Ontario and the City of Hamilton, and Esther Pauls being one of the local leaders that really has inspired All Abilities All Stars. But we want to be able to showcase accessibility and foster that much needed change.
We've got a minute. What do you think is going to be the biggest eye-opener for people who do take part?
I think they're going to see a lot of uniqueness to whether it be curb cuts, curbs, slopes, through different types of sight and vision, hearing loss. They can see certain things from different angles and different perspectives that they otherwise wouldn't see.
I know Anthony's a big Ticats fan as well. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you, what do you think is going to happen this year?
You know what? Grey Cup, buddy. It's all about the Grey Cup, buddy.
Grey Cup or bust?
That's right.
Okay,
that's great.
I'm with Anthony Frisina for sure. Again, National Accessibility Week is May 25th to the 31st. Red Shirt Day is on the Wednesday during that week. And of course, the Hamilton Disability Challenge, Friday, May the 30th. Anthony, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Rick. Good to see you.
Good to see you. More weather and traffic and news coming up here on Morning Live.